Hola, bienvenidos a mi canal. Yo soy Kaylee y bienvenidos a otro video. I'm having a bad skin week, 2 weeks honestly. I'm having a bad skin month. Today is kind of a serious video compared to a lot of my other videos, but it's been on my heart to share a couple things with you guys regarding fashion media and mental health and eating. That's a huge one. Trigger warning if hearing about eating disorders and stuff like that kind of triggers bad mental health for you, but I do think it's important to discuss. And also comparison, self-worth, materialism. Hi, hello. I'm kind of sick this week. I have a cold. The spring has been springing. Spring is springing. And yeah, I don't know. I've been wanting to make like a sit down talking video for a while, but I kind of always talk myself out of it. So I'm gonna record today and we'll see if I have the courage to post it. My friend here on YouTube, Sabina, posted a video recently kind of being vulnerable and talking about just what's been on her mind and why she hasn't been posting, and it kind of gave me the courage to like sit down and film this video. So shout out Sabina if you're watching. We are going to be painting my nails today. I guess you can't really. We're gonna be painting my nails. Have all my nail polishes, not all of them, but I think the colors I might be needing. I thought I didn't have any nail polish, but as I was looking through like my medicine cabinet and stuff, I was like, oh, I do have a lot of nail polish. So I think I'm set. You know, top coat, base coat, the neutrals. Are we surprised? We're not surprised. Oh, I guess black's a neutral too. Black. And then I have a couple like glitters. I love glitter on nails. So we'll see how we can incorporate that. How are you guys doing? I would love to know. I feel like everything's been so hectic for everyone. I feel like this video is gonna be really long and I'm gonna hate myself because I have to edit it. I know I want to incorporate like bunnies and maybe stars. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Right, we got bunnies and thumbs. Got some like silver and gray. I guess lately I've just been kind of feeling a little like, because I make fashion content, I also kind of wanted to put this video out as like not a disclaimer, but just kind of to share my heart behind some stuff that I think but I don't talk about, because I want to keep my videos lighthearted. I don't know, this video is going to be more, I guess, deep, just like hearing my thought process. I've been overthinking a lot about my content and I don't want to come across as like materialistic or pushing you guys to constantly consume. Like I don't want to put that message out there. That being said, like I know it's really fun to buy new clothes and style it and etc. Like sometimes I do find myself kind of wanting to buy things like just to make content, which is fine, I think. I guess what I'm getting at is that I like fashion because when I wear a cute outfit, I feel good. I feel like I have a better day. My confidence is boosted, you know? And that's kind of what I hope to achieve with my fashion videos, is to help you guys make outfits that make you feel good and have a great day. But at the same time, I don't really want you to ever feel like, oh, if I don't have like the craziest, coolest shoe collection ever, then I don't have good fashion sense. Like, I think there's a certain boundary and limit where it's okay to just have like a couple pairs of shoes, couple pairs of pants, and style that. Like I often find I put pressure on myself to not wear my Doc Martens with every outfit, but at the same time, like Doc Martens cost a pretty penny, and even though I got them used and stuff, like it's okay to not have a different shoe for every outfit. Does that make sense? Does anybody even care? Probably not. This is me overthinking. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares. Except me. I care. Because I'll see like influencers, like every outfit has a different pair of like really expensive, hard to find, rare vintage shoes and cool jackets and etc. And I think it's important to remember that the internet is a lie. Not everything you see not everything that glitters is gold, you know? Where I think I was going with this whole, like, not everything that glitters is gold and, like, the internet's a lie kind of statement is that I feel like the internet pushes this idea you buying certain things will make you happy and make you love yourself. I think that's kind of where I was getting at, that, like, don't listen to this lie of, like, oh, I need this to be fulfilled, because it's never going to fulfill you, and the people who post all these photos are not 100% confident. Their wallets probably hate them, and realistically, if people like them for the things they have and the lifestyle they portray they have, I feel like that's really superficial. You should want people to like you for who you are and how you make them feel, and not necessarily how cool you are or the things you own, or you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm ready to start the bunny. Let's do that. I'm gonna get a paintbrush. I just feel like, I don't know, it's kind of hard for me to find a balance between making like cute hauls and stuff that I know people love to watch, and it's just a lighthearted video to get your mind off of like everything else, but at the same time I don't want my channel to just be about materialism and like, oh, you're only cool if you have the coolest things, you know? Like, I'm sure you're a cool person without all that stuff, you know? I think like having the stuff is a cool like way of self-expression, but it's not everything. I follow a couple of different like content creators, and I feel like their whole account is based on like, oh, let me buy like the trendiest like Lululemon jacket. I feel like this looks so bad. Does that look bunny like? I feel like it looks better on camera than it does in person. In person, it's kind of whack. Just a little whack. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that was an epic fail. We're at a point where it's like unsalvageable. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just gonna take it off. Yeah, I need like a second person to do my nails because I don't know what's going on here. The next kind of thing I wanted to talk about is not so much a like, it's kind of just an observation, and it's that nobody's posting on YouTube anymore, and I feel like it's really sad. Most of the time the YouTubers are busy, or they have bad mental health, they're burnt out, or maybe it's just the pressure to create good content. And so when I see like YouTubers not posting, and I know they really like genuinely enjoy making videos and stuff, it makes me sad, because I know that they're probably not okay. Like, are any of us okay? Because nobody's uploading, you know? Maybe they are just busy, and in that case maybe they're not okay either. Like, I don't know if they genuinely like, I love making videos, and when I don't get to, it's really sad, whether it's mental health or I'm busy. It's just like, I enjoy long form content, and most of the time when I go on my subscription feed, a lot of the times it's shorts nowadays, which is cool and like they're fun to watch, but I like YouTube for long form, you know? That's why I'm here. Why is it so hard? I just want to paint my nails. Ooh, ah. Another thing I kind of wanted to like touch base on is like spirituality, I guess. Okay. I think we did something there. Okay. Where I'm getting at with spirituality though is that I kind of feel like me putting so much emphasis on like appearance and material things, I don't know, I feel like it kind of takes away from the message sometimes, that your soul is more important than your body, you know? I just feel guilty sometimes for making fashion content. Like, I know that sounds so dumb, but I just don't want everything on this channel to be so materialistic. I don't know, that word just kind of, it's been bugging me. It's sitting in the back of my head, turning. I totally forgot to press record. Kind of a fail. Isn't it kind of ironic that I'm talking about how I don't want to emphasize appearance so much and then I'm painting my nails? Aside from just being like, I guess, bad for a bad way of coping and stuff like that, materialism also is not nice to your wallet. I feel like I should be promoting like saving your money and stuff and setting a good example for you guys that are younger than me. I'm very self-aware, I guess, is what you could say. I'm self-aware on the type of content I make, and that's why I feel the need to make this video, just like discussing it. Is anybody gonna watch this? I don't know. This is what we're looking at. It's not terrible, it's not great. I feel like just doing one hand was a lot for me. I'm so scared. Okay, I think I messed it up. I don't know. How does it look? Bad? Terrible? Honestly, I don't know if I could put myself through doing the other hand. Like, I might just leave it one hand. Paint the other hand all black. I don't know. I'm sorry this video was kind of a downer. I really needed to get that off my chest. That not everything is about appearances, and I want you to feed your soul and your mind. Shopping secondhand is really important. Like, even though I do a lot of hauls on my channel, majority is secondhand. I'm just a huge believer, and like, honestly, they can chill with making new clothes. Like, we don't need new clothes. There's an abundance of clothes already on this earth. I say all of this, but obviously I'm not perfect in any of this. I buy new things sometimes. I forget to read my Bible a lot, and I feel like me including the verse of the day at the end of the video is more for me than anything, because I don't make time enough for it throughout my week and day-to-day. So me like having to stop and read through my Bible to find a verse that I feel is good for me to share that week. I feel like I sound like a broken record at this point, but I've thrown the word materialism around a lot in this video, and I just looked up the definition just to kind of conclude all my thoughts. I don't know what that was, but materialism is, according to Google, a tendency to consider material possessions and physical comfort as more important than spiritual values. That's what I'm getting at. I don't like that we've defaulted to coping by buying and shopping, and I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else. When I've gone through some really sad times, I always think like shopping will cheer me up. Like, let's go thrifting, you know, and I don't like that. I don't like that that's where we're at as a society. We're unhappy and consuming a lot and putting all value onto the stuff. With all the media we consume, it adds to this, it adds to the consumerism, it adds to our insecurity, it adds to our poor mental health. Like, it's just too much. I feel like we have to take a step back and just kind of remember what it means to be human, to remember that life is so short. You are so beautiful and you are so loved, and you were created for so much more. Thank you so much if you made it this far and listened. And yeah, I am sending so much love to you guys. It's not easy, you know? We have to like band together and have these important discussions. They're so important. I would love to discuss in the comments how you feel about this, how you feel about all these influencers just like pushing materialism and consumerism. I know I'm guilty. I know my channel is a lot of fashion hauls. Like I said, I'm really trying to push secondhand. I know that's still not great, you know, it's like consume less and then everything else under, but besides the point. If I had $1 for every time one of my friends told me that they're not eating a lot right now because they're stressed or they're insecure about their body, like, the amount of people that probably have like an ED or like an almost ED is so sad to me. So I am reaching out through this video and telling you, please eat. I am just as guilty. I have not been eating good all week. Hi, it's a couple days later and I have like some stuff to add. I love fashion and I just think there's a balance. There's a balance to everything. It's just hard when you're on the internet all the time and influencers are just constantly pushing to buy things, because of course like nothing's inherently bad. It can get to a point where you want to look like certain people in like super skinny models in clothes and you're like, I want to look like that in my outfits, like I want that body, and those models 9 times out of 10 starve themselves and are not feeding themselves, and you should start to think that you're ugly and then you starve yourself. And along with like balance and like fashion and buying things, you should also find balance in your social media consumption and phone usage. Honestly, I just think it's crazy. We're so tied to these phones that like the reality we see on the internet is not actually reality. You know, I think that's so important to talk about. I find myself a lot of times, I love spending my time looking at outfit inspo on Pinterest and Instagram and YouTube, and you know, scrolling through secondhand apps, finding really cool vintage pieces. But I kind of have to remind myself to, you know, close the laptop, turn off the phone, and just spend time with family, because that's so important. This Harvard study that's been conducted over I think 40 plus years, and they've recorded data from several generations. So they've been trying to figure out what makes the happy adult happy, like what is the key to happiness and fulfillment, and the results consistently show that it was not material possessions, wealth, career, personal accomplishments. None of that is what made happy people happy. It was those that had solid relationships with family, friends, loved ones, significant other. Those people were the happiest. And I think that's just crazy to think about, because in this digital age where we spend so much time on the internet and on social media, it's kind of counterintuitive if you think about it, because you're on YouTube right now. Awkward. I feel like we are all so disconnected from each other, and all the YouTubers I watch, you know, it's like, oh, 20 something living alone, spend a day with me alone. Everybody's just alone and fine with it, which is fine. I understand. At the same time, we weren't meant to be alone as humans, and that's kind of what was proven in the study, that if you really want to be happy, you have to form solid relationships, you know. So I think instead of spending so much time and energy focusing on our appearance and what we're wearing and social media and what so-and-so is doing, to take the time to, I don't know, have coffee with your friends, call your family. I hope if you take anything from this video, it's to not base your worth or happiness on the things you own and things you want to own, what other people look like, what you look like. Instead, base your happiness on something deeper inside. I know everybody has a different opinion, but I am convinced there is a God, and I'm convinced that he made us for more than clothes and appearances. I don't think that's our purpose here. Hi, it's the next day. I'm interrupting again, because I thought of something else, and that is that if you are following somebody who makes you feel bad about yourself, you have to unfollow them. Like, it's just not good for you at all. And I've had to do this many times. There are a lot of other content creators that I think are so beautiful, and they post really cute outfits, and I love the outfit inspo, but it's not worth it, because looking at them, I just know that I'll never look like them. I'm always gonna be short and stubby, so I can't really compare myself to these tall girls with little waist, you know, and I don't think that's healthy for you too either. I forgot to film an outro. So
Here's the outro. Your verse of the day is Genesis 2:18. It says, "Then the Lord said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him." I'll see you next week, maybe. Okay. Bye, Professor.